Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and I like all things modular. And what we have here is the latest creation by Sillybutts. This is his Wildstyle, which takes his silly shells. And the silly shells are where the modularity comes in, because this thing can fire pretty much anything. Or at least all the dart types. So I've got Triple Elite, though there are more varieties. I've got Mega, I've got Mega XL, I've got Rifled Mega XL, and I have Demolisher rockets. There are lots more shells, but these are the ones that I'm actually interested in having and using, so those are the ones I printed. Let's go to the range and plink! Give me the stuff! Right, I'm here on the range with Sillybutts' Wildstyle. I've not bothered to set up the fancy targets because this is not exactly a precision weapon. This is more of a, they're over there, let's put some foam that way. So we're going to take a look. We're going to start with a shotgun shell, as that just seems very appropriate. Triple Elite, you can load half darts, put 6 in there. I'm going to stick with Elites for now. They have a single, a double, a triple, and even a quad. You can get quads because of how big the shells are, which is pretty snazzy. That is a really tight grouping. Let's try that again. Nice thing about these shells is that you can easily reload the shell without having to do anything else. You don't have to eject, and they're accessible from the front. There, we actually got some spread. Let's go one more. I'd like to get some ping. I want some ping. But the first one missed off one side, and this one scattered around it. Get in there. There we go. Aha! I got him! Let's try something bigger. So, eject the shell, and we'll try some Mega. We're going to start with a regular, straight Mega Dart, see what happens. That's kind of what I figured. Let's try another one. What else do I got in this bucket? There's a regular. I got 2 bottles! That was amazing. Oh, let's try an AccuFake. I got AccuFakes for days. Maybe let me actually hit the 25. Oh, I almost got another bottle. So close. Hit the beam below it. Alright, AccuStrike. Ping! I got him. Eject the shell. Mega XL. The fact that it'll fire Mega XL pleases me. I like this about these shells, that they're that large. There's another advantage to that we'll get into when I get back to the shop. There's deer on the end of my range. I don't know if you can see them walking down there. I mean, I am on the edge of the wilderness. They're allowed. Alright, Mega XL. Oh, I hit the crossbeam again. Reload, reload. Whoa! I got a ping off the rear target on the bounce. One more. Oh, no good. Alright. Let's try Rifled Mega XL. So it's got spin to it. Does it make it fly any straighter? Yes! Yes, it does, but it does seem to sap it of some power. But definitely flies straighter. That is awesome. I got a hit with Mega XL. I dig it. Very cool. And finally, Demolisher rockets. Which, again, anything this small that can fire Demolisher rockets pleases me greatly. Can I hit anything with it? Not really. The smaller deer back there, I don't know if you can see them. Can you see the small deer? I will try not to inconvenience them. Oh, I got the tree. I got one more rocket. Oh, I thought I had it. No good. Very cool. There are more shells. They've got shells for everything. Ultra, N series, Rival, all of it. These are the ones I'm actually likely to use, so I printed them first. I will be printing more shells, for sure. I'll probably get a whole spool of filament and give it a go. Alright, let's go back and talk about it, especially some of the things that I really like about the shell design and some of the other add-ons and whatnot. Yeah, Sillybutts. He's doing great stuff. I love his work. Right! That was entirely too much fun. This thing genuinely impressed me. The shotgun, triple shotgun, works beautifully. The Mega actually performed fairly well. Mega XL performed as I expected, but the rifled Mega XL far exceeded my expectations. I was not expecting it to fire that straight. That is really, really cool. And then the Demolisher rocket did what I expected. It has the power necessary to fire all of those at a reasonable range. Obviously, being able to hit a man-sized target at 25 feet is what I go for things like shotguns and rocket launchers and whatnot. It's obviously not meant to be a sniper, though they do make long barrels for it that you could get pretty good with if you really felt like it. Put scar barrels and whatever else you want on it. That's not what I plan to do with it. That's not what it's for. I like it as a shotgun pistol. I will probably end up taking this off and swapping this out, which was something that I was thinking surely there's got to be, you know, it wouldn't be that hard to redo the file so it didn't have this long lever. Instead, you just pushed here, and it turns out in the bag of random parts and stickers and what's it that he sent me, there is, in fact, that very part. So I will just be swapping that out, and then I'll be able to and take this off, and I'll be able to easier holster it. I'm not worried about having shell storage on the blaster because, as it turns out, these shells are the perfect size. They're not quite 40 millimeter shell size, but all of the tactical gear that I acquired specifically for 40 millimeter shells, these will fit. So I have a bandolier and a belt that were intended for 40 millimeter, but these fit beautifully. That's perfect. Same thing with the bandolier. Ooh, wrong end. They are not gonna fall out. Obviously it was designed for 40 millimeter, but these will fit. There are then smaller shells. Oh, that's right. I got this one specifically so that I could use those for Firefly shells. Anyway, I already have all the tactical gear necessary to make a loadout around these. I just need to print a lot more shells, which I plan to, particularly more triple shot and rifled Mega XL. Those are the two that really interest me. Non-rifled kind of seems pointless compared to the rifled, and I may print some more Mega, though I will probably stick with mostly Mega XL. Gonna swap that out as well, take that off of there, find a holster for it, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun loadout. Hopefully I'll eventually get around to making a loadout video about it. This wasn't on the list before because I'm not sure that these existed when I started that series. Anyway, very, very cool. I hope more people adopt this as a standard shell. That's one of the downsides to shell ejecting blasters, is you end up with a whole new ecosystem every time somebody develops a new shell. First we had Busby shells, then Sledgefire shells, then Trilogy shell, or Trilogy? Whatever. Then the Colonel Wasp, Firefly shells, Shellington shells, Spring Thunder shells. There were just too many different shells and there was no standardization. But now there are at least 2 blasters that take this. Yeah, spoiler alert. And I hope more people do as well, because this is a really nice shell design, and because it, you know, already fits in my 40 millimeter holster stuff. So my thanks to Sillybutts for sending this, for designing this, for developing a new and really good shell ecosystem. The sheer variety is really impressive. I really like the design of this, the simplicity of it, and thank you guys for watching. Links in the description, of course. That wasn't obvious. I didn't mention. I'm gonna go. He sent me other cool stuff too. This is, as you can see, a Dart Zone Elite Dart shape, but it is in fact a container for whatever you want. It can be scaled up to whatever size you want. This was scaled all the way down. It would fit in whatever is holding these. I could put kettles or batteries or who knows what. You could scale it even smaller, or you could make it ridiculously big and, you know, put your lunch in it. I think it's neat. Very, very cool. Thank you, Silly. What else was in the bag? Is there any other stuff? Oil. Stickers. The worst. Different size levers? What? Oh! Interesting. I see. You don't have the one. There's a bunch of different lever options. Ah! Yes. Yes. There's all the options. I'm gonna try. I'll have to see where I go as far as holsters. But I like the long lever that goes back. So this one goes this way. But that might interfere with a holster, whereas this one probably wouldn't. We'll see. We will see. But I love that. Like modular options. I love it. Sillybutts. You are a man after my own modular loving heart. Alright. I've run out of stuff.